The internet just shit itself? No. There it goes.
Internet looks happy.
Okay. There it goes. So we got that. Okay. Should be good. Now, let's test this crap here. See what we got. Oh my god, it worked!
Cool.
Yay! Take 2. Perfect.
Okay.
Cool. Okie dokie. So, as requested by our lovely admins, my husband is going to be heading over here and joining us face to face on camera. So, feel free to ask him anything you would like as well. And let's see, hopefully everybody is having a good week so far. A few things I've got in the link, my group, which I do basically just the true crime work, which is super fun, and obviously you guys can chit chat about the true crime, and hopefully none of us get put in Facebook jail. And here he is. There he is.
Hold on, let me. This worked here.
True crime, and hopefully.
Cool. There you go. All right.
Perfect.
Hi, my name's Ikaika. Just Ikaika, kind of like Madonna or Cher.
Oh, really? You are your cat, aren't you?
Right.
So, basically, like you know before, he is our science guy, he's our debunking guy, he's the guy that goes, hey, wait a minute. When I'm like, it's a ghost! And he's like, no, it's the cat.
Right.
Seriously, just the cat.
It's mainly just the cat. It's always the cat.
It's always the cat. So, it's really awesome to, one, have a husband that supports me the way he does, but also takes part in all of this craziness, listens to all the crazy stories about you guys and what you say in the group and all the crazy posts. So it's really awesome to have him join us, and he always has good advice.
Most of the time.
Always has good advice.
Most of the time.
If he tells you to jump off the bridge, you better, because it's for a good reason. Probably something like Bigfoot chasing you.
That or when the order, or I shouldn't say order, and command is terrible, but for the strong request ever comes in a stressed tone. I actually watched a comedian do a bit on this. Don't ask, just do it. Why? Turn on the tub. Why? Just do it.
Just do it.
It's like duck. It's like duck. Why? No, duck.
That's hilarious.
So.
Okay, so we have a new tool that we're going to be using. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. It's called the Ovilus. It's used on a lot of the ghost hunting shows, and basically what it is, it's a tool that we can use to have spirit say words. Now, we did that with the spirit box before in sessions, and it can get a little hard, especially with losing translation, with coming through a speaker to you from your speakers, and you hear a lot of background noise, but this will give words. And I guess scientifically it's spirit makes it do it. That's how I see it.
Correct. So basically, the idea is the device generates a bazillion different words, and spirits or electromagnetic fields, which are associated with earthbound spirits, can use that to they use those electromagnetic field to manipulate and get those words. Now, there'll be random words, but when the words start to make sense is when you actually start paying attention to it. It's kind of like I really don't know how to word it. It's like watching the weather. It's like, oh, well, that cloud goes by, but oh, there's a big dark cloud and they're talking about rain, so you're going to pay attention to that. That's literally off the top of my head as an idea.
But it makes sense.
But yeah, you pay attention, if it's like right now it said measure. Okay, are we talking about measuring anything? No. It said shoes. It just said shoes while you were discussing, and I was literally kind of like kneading the carpet with my feet.
Your cat.
Well, it feels good. So, make fists with your feet, you know.
That's
So,
interesting that it said that when
yeah,
you're doing that.
It literally said shoes. I was like, well, I'm glad I'm not wearing shoes, and I've actually made a comment. It's like, wow, I'm glad I don't need to wear shoes so much anymore because I used to wear shoes all the time, and hell, we even talked about kids' shoes the other day. So
Because of the pink combat boots.
that's another discussion for later. But
Shoes. Perfect. So that's kind of getting into that. Let's see here. And I guess
let's see.
also you guys just go ahead and write in the comments any questions you have. I have my pendulum out so we can get numbers, letters, yes, no, maybes. I do have my dowsing rods as well. They like to stay in their little house until they're ready to come out. And I do have my cards, and basically the main rules are no spine, no health, no legal questions, no medical stuff, because the universe has a plan and the universe needs to handle what it needs to handle. Whether or not we like the fact that the universe can be quite silent, but if you do have a question, go ahead and post it, and we'll see how we can reword things to make it a little easier for universe to be like, okay, I'll help you with that.
yeah, and it came up the last Witchy Wednesday that we did. We're not gonna ask questions about JFK or I guess high profile JonBenet. I've kind of gone to the point of saying, like, there are certain things that you just don't get to know. You hate to hear that, like, oh, you don't have an answer? No, we don't have an answer, but that's also kind of going off a slight tangent here. That's the beauty of life. Sometimes you don't know. So that's what's fun. Looks like we have a couple people on here already. So if you have any questions, please type them out. We're looking at live readings for anything, basically, right?
If you have true crime questions, I've really kind of been digging into a couple new. Well, I've been telling you all about it. I don't know why I'm looking at you. You know all about it. You've been hearing about it nonstop. But
right.
Definitely digging into a few new cases and kind of had a new idea of a thing. Yeah, it's really interesting, these cases. I really don't want to get into them. I'm getting the basic information, but we could do an entire live on these cases alone. So super excited about that. And let's see, I guess, did you want to warm up with some cold case stuff like we did last time? Because that was actually really fun to do, and I was able to pick up some really interesting things, it felt like.
Yeah, exactly. You know, since we've just recently relocated to the St. Petersburg area of Florida, in the Tampa Bay area, if you will, as we learn about our new home, it's definitely interesting. And when they say Florida, like, people do Florida or Florida man, Florida woman now we've got Florida woman, I guess, descriptions out of just the craziness that happens here. I can definitely tell you that there is a lot going on in this area. So, fortunately, well, I shouldn't say fortunately, but they have
there's people that keep this stuff.
Yeah.
In view. The one thing about Florida I found out is they actually have some of the, and I don't know what make me sound illiterate here, the best word is, but almost lenient, but they have the best freedom of information.
Oh, okay.
So of crime, things that happened, information about the criminal victims, stuff that's pertinent that we need to know.
Yeah.
Like, they actually give out a lot more information, are a lot more transparent than any other state in the U.S.
Which is good because, the more eyes looking for someone, looking for people, things like that, it's like looking out for your neighbor. We have a great neighborhood in this area. We all know our neighbors, at least on the hello and hi side, but we know if something is off,
Like the tree fell.
like the tree fell. We had a crazy weather the other day, and a tree fell, a very large
Right
tree
next to
fell.
the house, we didn't even hear it.
Didn't even hear it because the wind was blowing so much. But obviously, the neighbor came over and said, "Hey, the tree fell over."
Tree fell, we're
you know,
good.
and we can communicate like that. So keeping your eyes open for things being, my big thing is always situational awareness. I'm almost hypersensitive to that, but keeping an eye out, and just keeping an eye out for your neighbor. You might not know any of these people on these unfortunate missing persons lists or cold cases or whatever, but guess what? It only takes a set of eyes and a couple seconds to be like, hey, I think I know that person, or I might have seen them there, or anything like that. I can go on the tangent and pick your head up from your phone and actually see what's around you, because you might be able to help somebody out, regardless of, rewards or anything like that, but just helping people out.
And not that we have to get into it, but I've been that person on that post. I've been that person in that video of when I was missing, and that helped find me.
Exactly.
So, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. So, always keep that in mind that no matter what, it's just like the posts that we always post up. How many serial killers do we walk through in our life? Walk past, not through. Thanks, Spirit.
Yeah, right.
In our lifetime. And it literally, someone did a study of how many serial killers do and the amount of humans and serial killer ratio and stuff like that, about how many we actually walk past in our lives. So how many of these people that are missing have you walked past? How many times, did somebody walk past any of the missing children that were taken? And they actually had them out in public, but because they had aged so much, people didn't put two and two, because they had them dressed differently. They didn't put two and two. It's truly amazing what just an untrained eye can see, and also what it can't see. It's very interesting. So don't ever doubt yourself, even if you have to say something. Just be like, hey, everything cool? Check in on them. Make sure we're cool. Uh-oh, incoming. Oh, okay.
Hello.
She has
Yes.
the water hanging off her face. At least it's not canned food face.
Right. So going on that, is that something we might, we've got unsolved homicides, potential murders. Excuse me. Thank you. Which, they haven't said anything about finding them. At least this person here. Do we want to look at missing persons?
No, let's
Would that
mix
help?
it. Yeah, let's do a couple different things.
Okay. So let's start here. All these are in. Okay, so we have missing Timothy Donahue from Brandon, Florida, which is just south of the St. Petersburg area. Male. He's got the height. A picture of him. Left his residence and has not returned. Any information on Timothy's whereabouts, please contact the sheriff's office. So I guess let's find out where he's at.
So my first question is... I knew it. She was sitting there so cutely watching it, and then she had to put her face in it. You can do it? You can do it? Okay, hold on. So first I'm going to ask if we can connect with him. And it is going to the yes, which you guys can see. And hopefully you can tell that I do keep my hand very very still. And my assistant's testing that theory. So, when I saw his picture, I really got a feeling it's like he's still alive.
Okay, so that's good.
I really get the feeling that he's still on this plane with us. He's doing okay.
Okay, so that's good.
It is definitely a runaway situation. And I feel like for some reason lately there's been some contact with people in the old life, like possible distant family, not a close family. And
Okay.
it's been kind of kept quiet. So let me see if that's right. Has there been contact made, but not exposed? Yes. Okay. is Timothy safe? Yes. So I do like hearing those things, and like I said, I don't get that feeling that he's gone. He's just running away from, whatever situation, and in all honesty, it needs to come forward, but just so everybody knows that he's okay. There are people worried about him, but there's some things going on that are keeping him from saying to everybody, hey, I'm out here and I'm okay.
Well, these are all actually recently, as of this past Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
They've actually got a lot of information here. So that's good.
I just get the feeling he's shacking up with some friends.
Yeah,
Just kind of couch surfing.
Yeah, so age 15, we might have done that when we were younger, ran away because mom and dad, and it really wasn't as bad, but around that age,
it was that bad then.
Kids start getting wiggles. So hopefully he's at least he's alive.
He's safe.
He's safe and doing okay so far, and hopefully he can find himself. We all go through that of I have to find myself. And
at least he has somewhere safe to be. He's not out in the storms that we've been having.
That's brutal.
Not in the sheets of rain that we've been having. And, it's whatever he was running away from, hopefully it can get helped. Hopefully this creates some answers. And, it is a good sign that I feel like he's communicating with some people again.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah.
And,
as long as he's talking, because...
And he's okay.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we can fix whatever. Just come home and let's fix it.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Just come home. Let's talk it out. Let's figure it out. Teenager, adult, figure it out, and just have everybody come together and understand, so we know everybody's okay.
Yeah, just like we have all these, just like life in the 21st century, we have all these forms of communication to communicate, words, faces, videos, pictures, everything like that. But the core of it is just opening your mouth and saying something.
Mm-hmm. That one.
You getting something?
Yeah.
Is it okay or?
She's gone.
Okay.
I could taste the blood. That sort of thing when that happens.
Do we want? Well, let's.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. She wants to talk. So let's see here. So if you want to give a little rundown, I'm gonna.
Okay. So this is. We're pulling all this information from the county that we live in, from the sheriff's office. I literally just typed in missing persons for the Tampa Bay area. It felt a little bit more pertinent to be addressing something like this instead of, we went over unsolved homicides, which might be a little bit difficult for Scarlett to tap into. This one seems a lot more immediate as far as a response or a feeling. So this is a lady by the name of Lee Hoover.
Which Lee is spelled the same way my middle name is spelled.
Okay, yeah.
And it's Leigh, not Lee, and that's not a common.
Yeah. And Lithia, Florida. I don't know where that is. We're still getting, used to the area.
Still learning.
Sunday, August 7th is when she went missing. August 7th, approximately 5:30 p.m., Lee Hoover left her family's residence, has not been seen since. We don't really watch local news, so with this being within the area, at least the county that we live in, hopefully they have somebody following this, at least on the news-wise, but obviously Scarlett's not feeling too hot about this one. So,
and I don't know if it... Let's just see here. It's this Lee who I'm feeling at this time. Okay. Am I correct in feeling that Lee is no longer with us? That's a pretty big yes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty dramatic swing. Okay, Lee, please stop the pendulum. Thank you. She actually stopped the pendulum.
I've only gotten to see that a couple times.
Me too. The pendulum, I can never get it to stop itself.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Me in this, our tag team duo of getting into this part of, I guess, investigation. I've let Scarlett do her thing. I don't interfere. I'm here as the complete skeptic. That's very interesting to me. So unfortunately, Lee is not with us anymore. I guess is she local? Can she be found locally?
Yeah.
Within the county?
Let's see. Now we're going to maybe. Okay. This is pretty, what was the date? It was earlier this month, right, you said?
Yeah,
okay.
August 7th.
Okay. What day did this happen? You can just give me a number. See, there's numbers on my mat. So all you have to do is swing the pendulum to the number if you remember. Okay, let me zero you out. I know there's a lot of numbers. So the numbers are right here. And all you have to do is pick one. If you can remember, what date did this happen?
The screen just glitched.
What?
Yeah, the screen just glitched. It literally went flip, like that.
It never that's new.
Yeah. Let me make sure that the camera's rolling on.
Okay.
Okay, so we're good there. I just want to make sure that it's seen
Okay.
what you're doing, because when we tried to do it the last time, it didn't, you couldn't see.
Yeah. Well, also, you guys will have to let us know if anything happens with the lights, because they like to do that back in Colorado. The screen, that's a new computer.
Yeah, it's never done that. And the Ovilus just said wars. Okay, so.
Wars, and, just like we stumbled across that one thing with the burial mounds. Maybe she's trying to say there's an area where wars mean something. Where there's some significant, this is where this war happened. So now it's a significant area? Hold
Potentially.
on. Let me see.
That'll get it more into frame, too.
Yeah, hold on. What day did you pass? Are you able to figure out the date? No.
No.
Okay. It's okay. You don't have to. Yeah, it's okay. What is the first letter of your name? What letter is it going to?
L.
Yep. Can you stop the pendulum, please? That's heavy.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, Lee, would you like us, as in us, to do any more research into your case, to try to do anything to help you? Yes, please stop the pendulum. It's kind of heartbreaking every time she stops it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're going to say goodbye to Lee right now because this is getting a little emotional.
Understood. We'll just remember that one, and
we need to do some looking into that one, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely it's Florida. A lot of stuff happens out here. They kind of joke about it from time to time. As far as, I guess, the nature that surrounds this place.
Well, you got Carol Baskins and the big cats. And,
yeah.
Do we have anything going on in the comments?
Let's see.
Yeah, that.
You good?
Yeah. It just, if she's not completely gone, she's not doing well.
damn.
Yeah. That's the one thing that's really hard about this sort of thing is that I gotta. Oop.
Watch your noggin.
Yep.
We have a full table this time.
Okay. Wow. That's the card that flew out. Very soon. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. So, because we were feeling so sad and slightly upset by that, and the fact that very soon. So, you know, it's one of those things like when our loved ones pass, they don't want us to see it as a sad thing. They want us to see it as a happy thing. And maybe that's what she's trying to say. Who knows? But really interesting that that's the card that just flies out.
Yeah,
So.
and then the Ovilus just said bacon.
It's
So.
been saying bacon today.
Just today?
Yeah.
Okay.
It never said bacon before. It said bacon when I turned it on
Mm-hmm.
to make sure the batteries and everything were good.
Yeah. I mean, bacon makes anyone happy.
I mean, maybe she's like, I just want bacon. Bacon will make me happy. Let's see here. You know what? She liked butterflies, so I hate saying likes, so we're going to say likes butterflies. And oop, that one came out. I wonder if she was self-employed. Self-employment.
Now I kind of want to start.
Researching her.
Yeah. Oops. So.
How old is this girl?
44.
Could have been self-employed. Definitely at an age where she could have been.
How do I copy? Command C, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not an Apple guy.
And then Command V. We're gonna have to.
Let's
No.
do some research. That's not her?
I don't know. Look at
Uh-huh. So
what?
so we're doing
What the?
we're doing some research here. August 10th. Hold on. August 7th.
That 2 weeks ago, it says.
Correct, but this is the date here that
Mm-hmm.
was posted. So we just did a quick Google search of Lee Hoover, trying to get an idea.
There's not a whole lot of pictures of who would be Lee in here,
Yeah.
but just
Former designer who sold out for the money. So whatever that means. Let's look
Like-
here.
there's. I think we just found her LinkedIn.
National account manager and licensed category management leader focused on omni-channel CPG, whatever that means. National brand private label, so it looks like she did her own type of promotion or ran a promotions company.
Innovative brand development, national account management, category management leadership. So she self-employed basically. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's, wow.
So the cards are right.
Yeah, that's intense. Interesting. Let's see if she has anything else to say.
Oh, okay. So graphic design, creative service manager. And there's no, I would assume if it was updated, it wouldn't be on the missing persons list. Let's say they found her.
Yeah, so
What's up?
see what's going on there. That's really interesting. Plus getting is there anything on the Ovilus coming through?
Lynn and Rote.
Ooh. So let's see here. End of an era. Interesting.
We went to this.
Does
one.
that look like her from the other pictures we saw though? Like the LinkedIn was like this one.
Yeah, the LinkedIn. Hold on.
We might have to do a video on this one.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting just because it's local. This doesn't tell me anything.
Oh, it's Pinterest.
It's Pinterest.
It tells you
Hello,
how to
welcome back.
make a cake.
Right? So looking through Instagram, potentially see if we can find a Facebook.
And obviously, if you guys want to look while we're looking too, it'd be kind of cool to figure it out.
Okay, so that's her.
I think that's her. But just the fact that her bio says that
Mm-hmm.
is very.
That's a terrible picture of her too.
Oh, it's not even upright.
Yeah.
You know, endangered adult. That's. And it looks like she has 2 kiddos.
3.
3? Jeez. Poor babies. Yeah, we're going to have to dive into this a little bit because this one's going to get real interesting.
Yeah, let me get the mouse here.
And we'll have to log down the cards that she pulled and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because she told me her name started with an L. That's, you know, good enough for me. He's going to get into the rabbit hole now. So, but of course, you guys can always comment with your questions if you have any, or if you want me to draw a card. If you don't have anything specific, you can just say general. And let's see what we got going here. Perfect. We have a cat. Does anyone want a cat reading? Here. Yes or no? Yes or no? Here, let's see if she'll do it. Okay. You want to pick a card? Here. Pick a card. Right here. Hello. Right here. Pick a card. Usually she will, but let's see if she's feeling it. Oh, she's looking. She's like, which one do I want to choose? You want to choose this card, this one, or this one? She keeps looking at the cards for Lee. I know. Oh, okay.
What's that?
She's not ready.
And you're not ready? How about if you pick a card, I'll carry you around like a baby. Now she's just playing.
She's
Let's,
Jesus.
let's try this.
Okay. Ready? Oop. So that one, and that one. So pick a card, and this will be the card for the group. This focus.
Focus.
Oh, no. Shh. Don't upset the baby. Okay, pick a card. Okay.
There you go. Good job.
Healthcare change. So, sounds like everybody might be eating a little too much junk food. Probably not drinking enough water.
Especially in this heat. If you're dealing with any of the heat,
Look at her. She's like, mm-hmm.
yeah, you feeling special now? What, you want a medal? Little trinket?
Here's your card.
Yeah, that's for you because you've been mowing down on that your new cat food like it's going out of style.
Well, I'm sorry. I spoil my baby. See?
Win it over.
Whatever I gotta do. I mean,
Whatever you gotta do, by any means necessary.
I do what I gotta do.
So on the Ovulus we have much, tag, and minute. Whatever that means. So just random words, I'd say.
Were you looking at anything on Lee that would make sense with those words at all? Or is it just throwing stuff out?
Yeah, it's just kind of throwing stuff out.
Yeah. This could be a rabbit hole.
Oh, we just need to get some type of confirmation. And let's see.
Was she found? This is interesting. This Facebook page. Discussion. And then you can search in the group there. Just put Lee in the group and see what it does.
Huh, yeah, let's...
Facebook detective.
Totally stalking you on Facebook.
Okay. So, most recent. Interesting. It's not coming up, huh? Pulling up all the other Lee stuff.
These are all old too.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, we got some digging to do, and obviously if you guys want to look too, see what you come up with, see if you find anything, let me know, because got something going on. This is just crazy. Got on Ovulus.
Clouded.
It's very clouded. It's very clouded because we search missing with her name and it also says found, but it doesn't say found. Look at that. That comes up when you search her name?
It's just this.
I know, but just the fact that it comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, okay. So yeah, a lot of the psychic detective type work just comes down to asking all the different questions, trying to connect with their energies and just get whatever information you can to hopefully help, or just hopefully they feel that you want to connect with them, that you do care about them, and whether they be here with us still or past, they have that connection. Okie dokie. Well, should we start digging into this girl?
Well, it's going to take a lot more, and that's not going to make for very good late or
Late night TV.
nighttime programming. Just me staring at a computer like this.
Oh,
So
not at all.
okay, so we got a lot of runaways, which I can understand to a point. It's summer. In the summer, everybody's got the wiggles.
It's hot.
It's hot. You wanted to, you know,
Summer vacation's over. I didn't want to go back to school.
right? And so we're gonna kind of not to be mean or crude or anything. We're gonna sidestep missing runaway juveniles because, you know, they might have gotten grounded. I'm not gonna, you know, and they couldn't go out, so you know, I'm gonna run away. easy to run away in Florida to the point that you might have someplace to go, and I'm just guessing here. Let's see. So let's go. We have missing adults, which looks a little easier to work
Transparent.
with. Yeah. Or a little less potential BS behind that.
Yeah, well, transparency was okay.
Yeah, they went missing for not because mom and dad, they were mad at mom and
Because
dad.
they don't like their mac and cheese.
Yeah, or whatever.
And we're not making
Yeah.
light. We're
No.
not making light. And I just read your mind.
Well,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're not making light, but sometimes, as you guys know, you gotta kind of laugh to get through the yuck.
Yeah.
So,
Ovulus just said vapor and clouded. Interesting. So we have a lady by the name of Giselle Collin. Missing since June 16th from the Tampa area. Information reads as Giselle was last seen by her family. No one has seen her or heard from her since.
Okay. So, can I connect with Giselle? Okay, Giselle, please stop the pendulum. Oh, good job. It's all shaky. Might be me from before. Hold on. Giselle, are you willing to connect with us and speak to us?
No.
Giselle, is it a trust issue? Do you not trust us?
That's a resounding yes.
Well, what if we tell you that we're only here to help? We won't give out any information that you don't want to tell us. No. Well, you know what? I'm not going to force them, just like I wouldn't force you guys. So let's do the one that was next to her, because that was an adult.
No, we've got some other ones here too.
Because I like how at least they say juvenile, so it's easy to see if they're juvenile or not. And, sometimes we just want to disappear for a bit. Might not be the best thing for our family and friends, but sometimes we need that.
Okay, so we have a missing adult as of May 13th of this year. Angel Wright McNerlin from Riverview, Florida.
I don't know where Riverview is.
On May. So on April 16th of this year, Angel last communicated with her family. She has not seen or heard from since.
Okay. Angel, are you willing to connect with us today? Yes. It's like they're willing to till they figure out what they gotta do. Are you willing to tell us whether you are okay or not? That was a short yes, but it was a yes.
Yeah, like whatever.
Okay. All we want to know is if you are currently safe. Yes. Well, that's good. We're glad you're safe. Do you know that people are actually looking for you? I hear that you don't feel like anyone would actually look for you if you disappeared, and you don't even know that people are looking for you. Is that correct? Please stop the pendulum. Thank you. So, knowing that, would you be willing to contact someone to let them know you're okay? Maybe. Okay, that's fine. You got to work through your stuff. We appreciate you talking to us. Is there anything else you want to say? Okay. Did you want to use the card to say it? Okay. So this is going to be a fun one because I'm going to ask her what deck. And I do this a lot of time in readings where I'll be like, okay, I know what deck I need. But also it's like, okay, you know what? Maybe I'll see what, the guides are saying and so forth. Use this deck for Angel? No. I had a feeling that'd be a little too girly for her. And honestly, I'm feeling this might too. But I'm not going to ruin it. Angel, do you like this deck? Oh. So that's a yes. Now, this deck. Well, I keep hearing this. There's so many words.
What's that?
There's so many words when I picked this one up. That's what I heard. Okay. What do you think about this deck? Do you want me to use this one? Okay. Well, she wants the butterfly one. I mean, the butterflies are pretty. And they're all kind of coming out right now, too.
Yes.
Which is nice. Better than mosquitoes.
Yeah, definitely.
I've yet to see one of our little geckos or lizards eat a butterfly, thankfully.
I don't think they will. They're so either big or fast or...
I mean, that one was trying to take down the big dum-dum bug.
Well, it's a dum-dum bug.
Dum-dum bugs are June bugs.
Yes.
We call them dum-dum bugs because why?
Because if you watch a June bug fly, he's dumb. And then when you try and pick it up, it doesn't know to let go. Especially on a screen door.
Okay, she's got a lot going on. She took her a while to throw a card out. When she did, it said windfall. So, with the meaning of windfall, there's a lot going on for her right now, and she's got to really sort a lot of things out, and hopefully she can do that. She can stay safe, because she told us she was safe, and get back to where she needs to be. Not just physically.
Mentally,
emotionally, with her heart and everything. So, let's see here. How are we doing time-wise?
We can do one more.
Do one more? Let's do a cold case.
I'm not going to try to say that because...
Well, is it going to be like when we had to ask that one girl?
How
do you name this? How do you say that? And all she did was laugh.
Yeah. So, you might be used to the, I guess, I don't want to say normal, but normalized indigenous names and words. Say like Cherokee, there's Seminole, part of town where Seminole Native Americans, indigenous people, I'd rather call them that, and not on a weird way. They're indigenous here, they're here first. Seminole, but in their language, that's a whole new thing. And I've dealt with language on an exponential level from where I'm from. And so they name certain parts of the areas or certain parts of Florida or any state, whatever word that the indigenous people use to describe an area, say like, oh, this is a, big river, and whatever words big river translates into whatever indigenous people's language, they will name it that. So there's a part of Florida that is called Thono Tosasa, and I did some quick one. We saw it driving into town, like, like, how do you say that?
We were delirious from driving anyway,
yes.
So we are look at, she's touching the sharp things. No, I don't like it. Ha! That's why I got that. Ha!
So, and then when we were driving through Louisiana to go to Texas, you decided to butcher every name that we saw. So
Thanks.
it was fun. You know, it's kind of like
I had surgery, okay? I was on drugs.
it was on the way there.
Whatever. I was prepping.
You were prepping.
I was prepping.
Prepping to butcher, you know, indigenous people's language. Good job.
You know, I did it with charm.
Right.
What can I say? But like, we met up with a local girl that actually was
Live.
from there, lived there, and we're like, oh my god, how do you say it? And she just started laughing before she even said it. Like, you know, she always gets asked that because she just like started laughing.
Right.
It's like, I can't even. Like, yes, we're the weird white girl going, how do you say that?
Right. So somebody there in this one cold case, and I'm going unfortunately this lady was found floating in the Caloosahatchee. All right, I think I got it.
That looks
In
right.
the Caloosahatchee River by the Fort Myer Pier.
I need the little clappy hand thing.
No. The victim had been strangled. So that's all the information they give on the Crime Stopper site. This is an open case. It actually either was posted yesterday or Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this happened recently.
Yep, this is a brand new one. Okay. So, what is the first letter of your name?
Something just popped up. Members.
Oh, look, it's going to the D. Okay, thank you. What do you mean, members?
On the Ovilus, it's saying members.
So at least it went to the D, so it is her. First of all, are you comfortable with talking to us, connecting with us? Yes. Please stop the pendulum. You seem very fun. A very good sense of humor. Is that true? Yes. Do blondes have more fun? Oh, yes, they do. Okay. Do you know the person who is responsible for your unaliving? Yes, okay. Do you know their name? Yes. Can you tell me the first letter of their name? No. Is that because you do not want to... I keep hearing, like, everybody knows them. Like, the person that did it.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows the person that did it, but I don't want to be... I don't want to expose them for risk of other people.
You?
No, like, that's what I keep hearing. It's like she doesn't want to expose them because of other people might be at risk if they're exposed. Let me see. Is that correct? Is that what I'm hearing? Please stop the pendulum. Thank you. But if you expose them, they can't hurt anybody else. Okay. How many have they hurt already? Looks like a 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same type of hurt as you? No. So some of them are still alive. Yes. Well, that's an intense one.
Yeah.
Wow, this isn't playing, is it? Tonight. Spirit said we're not playing. We're going to get into some deep things. So, looks like we have another one to look into, possibly.
Yeah.
At least we do record these, so I can go through and log everything down that we did get, and we start a case file on them. And again, if you guys feel like looking up any information, awesome. Just let me know. I think I'm just,
Yeah, you okay?
yeah.
So to, I guess, make this kind of, do we want to leave the links? Because we just talked about it.
Let's see if
I don't
we
know if
can do
Um,
add image to photos. There we go. So we added the image to photos, and what we'll do
You can comment with them.
is I will comment with them so that way you guys can see what I'm seeing and, you know, feel her energy as well and have the information that if you want to look, if you have time, awesome. And let me know what you find, because it's hard for me to do these sort of readings, because when I do them with you guys on your own personal level, you know, and you're alive and there to say, yes, that makes sense. I fully understand that, all of that. Whereas right now, obviously, I don't have anybody that's close to them or them to really confirm that in person. So research is the only way that we really confirm.
Can you post photos here?
Hold on. Get rid of that thing. You're fine.
Well, while you were talking,
Uh-huh.
the Ovulus said David.
David?
Uh-huh.
Jeez. No, it doesn't look like I can in... No. I'll do it afterwards.
Gotcha.
It'll be in there afterwards. But, so, we kind of had a heavy night. Was not expecting that to happen.
Yeah, that was definitely a lot more than I was bargaining for. So,
Yeah.
but at least we have potentially some leads, and then
Information.
making the information available for not just the people out here, you know, in this area, but just people in general. You know, that was heavy.
Yeah.
So I've never seen the pendulum respond like that.
Yeah.
I've seen it a couple times. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then
okay.
oh, okay, that's doing what you told it to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's definitely pretty intense, and hopefully, I know we're going to be doing another couple next month. We're going to figure out the schedule, but hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. Like I said, if you come up with anything, let me know. I'm kind of interested to find out if anybody finds anything else out, and we're going to start doing our own information, or dig for information, I guess.
yes.
And go from there. So thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in a few weeks.